At this point in time, we all know that sometimes Zenkai characters can be a hit and some can be a miss. But for his case, I felt like it was done wrong. What's up, guys? Legend here, and today let's revisit Zenkai GT Kid Goku, the Zenkai that did dirty, if that makes sense. That was just a bunch of words and one thing. Anyway, yeah, I do not like the way they designed this kit for his Zenkai. I mean, he can still put in the work, yes, but just the fact that they made him feel, I guess, more of a counter to androids at the time that they gave him his Zenkai didn't make any sense to me, because one of my biggest pet peeves within this game is certain characters having to target a specific tag in order for them to really be good or for them to seem viable, so to speak, right? And for him, he got his Zenkai to counter androids. Now, yes, in the moment in the show, he did use this against Super 17, like, we all know that, right? But what doesn't make sense to me is that when they made him, I guess, counter android within this game, the android tag really wasn't around. You know what I mean? Like, they really wasn't that big of a threat. So I really felt like they could have went a different route as far as powerful opponent, maybe. But outside of that fourth path, weird. His overall kit design is still pretty decent. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's still enough to put in work. His stats is still pretty good too. I would have thought that maybe when he got his Zenkai, he'll breach maybe 280 strike, but he breached 270, which is not bad. But overall, you know, like I said, his kit is really not that bad. I really do wish this was given blast armor. I think it would have been much more better if it did. But nonetheless, I don't think his Zenkai is that bad outside of that one little niche part where he's I guess a direct counter to androids. But at the time, and even today, androids are not that big of a threat. So I feel like that was a big miss, so to speak. So here's the team. Basically going to be him with 3 Zenkai buffs from his own, and the Goku and the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and I'm pairing them up with the Tag 4s. Blue Kid Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because I want to utilize his substitute count, I guess, reduction. I'm trying to say, yeah, I want to take advantage of that, and also bring in Hellfighter 17, because if you're going to run any GT team, I'm telling you right now, Hellfighter 17 is a must. So that's pretty much it. Now, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm still playing here and there, so I'm not rusty, but I can still put up a good fight. So let's just try this out and see how well this will do. So after all that, he can still put in the work. Granted, you have to, work up to that good, impressive damage, which isn't a bad thing. I do like units that take advantage of that, because I think if you're not going to be given the damage already, why not work up to it? And I think that's the good thing about him. He works up to that damage, and yes, most of his damage really go towards his ultimate arch really being a one-hit KO, so to speak. So I would not really blame anybody if they needed a red character for GT, and this is what you want to use. Like, I wouldn't blame it. And honestly, I might use him more often now, because he can still put in the work, yes, but that one stupid niche passive to where he is a direct counter to androids, or majority of his damage will lock. It's not locked, but it's kind of tied to him facing androids, can hurt him tremendously. And reason why I feel like this is one of my biggest pet peeves is because you don't even know if that tag is running rampant within the meta. And like I said in the intro, the android tag really wasn't a menace, so you didn't really have to deal with them a lot. And I actually thought that whenever the tag droids came out, I'm thinking to myself that this is his time to really shine, because you're supposed to, be a good counter to androids. Why not do that? And so to speak, it did kind of, sort of, but you're not going to run into a full-fledged android team. You're going to run into a full-fledged, I guess, ranged-based future powerful opponent setup. So that's really, again, it's not that bad, but he still feels a little bit, I guess, restricted in some of his damage because he has to face androids. And if anything, I probably would have changed that little passive to powerful opponent, because you are more likely to face a powerful opponent than you are an android. So if they could just adjusted that to make it to where he faces a powerful opponent, I think it would have been a lot better, and his usage would be a little bit, I guess, there at the time, or even right now, because that's all you're running into, a lot of powerful opponents. And he almost one-shotted Ultra Rose, which is pretty cool for me. So nonetheless, he's still a good character, but that one little passive where he just feels so restricted in damage because he has to face an android tag sucks. But overall, still a fun character. I love his animations, I love his strikeouts, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, till next time, peace.